Hashem. All praises be to Yahuwah Eloha Yasharalel. Those of you who don't know what I'm saying the Most High's name, which is Yahuwah, which is comes from the Paleo Hebrew. Eloha, which is another word of Elohim, which means the mighty one. And Yasharalel is his people, which is referred to in most translation as Israel. I'd like to greet y'all today in his name and give him all praises and honor because he's worthy. Ain't none of us worthy, but he's worthy. He's definitely worthy of all praises and honor and esteem. And I give it to him because he has cleaned me up from a big mess. I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for Yahuwah. Life's journeys. Just wanted to share a few thoughts that have been on my mind lately. A few conversations that I have been having with several different people throughout my journey. One thing I realized in life is that unless you realize that you are broken, you'll never be fixed. Because Yahuwah cannot fix someone that doesn't realize that they're a broken vessel. Can't hold water, nor can you hold his spirit if he gives it to you. So with that being said, you know, it takes a lot to realize that you're broken. Why does it take a lot? Sometimes a lot of us have to go through a lot of drastic measures to realize that we're broken. It's sad to say, but it is true. Some people, life is on the line. Some people may go to prison. Some people may lose a very close loved one to reflect on what life is really about. You know, I have a very serious motto, or however you may try to put it, is if I give you a watch and you never had a watch before, never seen one, nobody never seen one, it's your first time seeing the watch, you see running to me and I give it to you as a gift, here you go. I didn't ask for nothing, nor do I want anything, but I give you this watch. The average person with a curious mind is going to try to figure the watch out to the best of their ability, strive to proceed to figure the watch out. They may even go around asking other people, how can you work this watch? What do you do? And these people are going to tell you what they think and their opinions and whatever it may be that gives them the idea of what this watch really is. So after you don't figure it out, some people may get tired of messing with it, sit it to the side. But that watch, because you cannot figure it out, because it's something new, nice little gadget that you never had. 9 times out of 10, a person might bring it back to me, which who I gave it to them and say, what is this? I'll tell you the same thing everybody else tell you. I've never seen it, I don't know. I came across it and gave it to you, here you go. And my question to people when I ask them that is, who can tell you every single thing about that watch? Everything about the watch. The one who designed it. They can tell you from the inside out the quality of the band, the stitching, whatever it is that watch has on it. They can tell you every detail. So I use that metaphor, or you could say a parable, however you want to put it, to reveal to us as people that how can we know every intricate detail about our existence and who we are as a person or people without knowing Yahuwah? Because he's the one who handcrafted us and made us. He allowed our parents to come together to bring forth procreation, which means being created after the fact. However, he created. So, if he creates you, how much more can an individual find out who they are, what's their worth, if they don't know Yahuwah? What's your purpose? You know, the average 13, 14, 15-year-old, the biggest questions that come to mind are, why am I here? What am I doing? Where am I going? Why do I be treated this way? Why is it hard to be me? You know, they're good questions, but really a human being can't tell you. One major thing that is a universal when it pertains to the people of the Most High and those that desire to know the Most High is that the one purpose that we do have in common is to worship, to love, to serve Yahuwah Eloha Ayah. That's a guarantee. However, everybody has a specific purpose. Specific purpose. Every single person that desires to put their hand to the plow and don't look back. And then you got people that give misleading advice to this very thing. But one thing I had to realize as a human being, that I was broken, that I needed to be fixed, that I couldn't do it no more on my own. And I had no strength to change any of my character flaws, any of my dispositions. I needed to be different. I needed to be transformed. And I give all praises to Yahuwah because he has done that. At the end of the day, why did he do it? And how was he able to do it? Because he didn't force anything on me. He allowed me to fall to calamity. He allowed calamity to touch me. He allowed me to experience the lowest point of my life. However, he used it for his good. Until I take my last breath, I desire to do what pleases him. I live for me. And that's what I have came to the conclusion. I've lived for me. Do I enjoy life? Yes. Do I have good times? Yes. Do I enjoy being a husband, a father, a friend, a brother? Yes, I enjoy all of those things. But you learn how to put those things in proper perspective. But I want to get to this stage of being broken. You know, I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to go in a lot more detail. Is that it all started when you were a child. And those experiences lead on and they continue to go and they go and they go. But one must come to a point when all of these things that have added up on each other, all the hurts, all the pains, all the bad experiences, all the trials, all the tribulations, all the sufferings, the struggles, instead of suppressing them, you have to look at them. And yes, it will break so many people by looking at them. It may break you down. It may bring tears to your eyes. It may bring back memories that you have been suppressed for so long, for years, maybe even decades. Yet, you will be able to uproot the bitterness. In the book of Hebrews, it talks about having a root of bitterness. And it says that you must uproot the bitterness. A lot of us know about planting seeds and what a seed does when it takes root. Well, imagine this seed of bitterness taking root in you from the time you were a child. From the time that you started to experience negative responses from people. Especially those that you so dearly loved and called your parents. What would you do? So you gotta look in the mirror, because the reflection you're looking at is a mirror image of you. But when you walk away from the mirror, you immediately forget what you actually see, because you're looking in there to see the outward appearance. Yet I ask that, and I hard press this, that you look in the mirror and you look into your eyes and ask yourself, do you love yourself? Do you like what you see? Do you like who you are? Do you like the life that you're living? Are you comfortable in your own skin? And I ask this because you have sisters out here that want to put fake hair in their head. They want to put makeup on. They want to add all of these extra features to themselves. And a lot of it comes because daddy wasn't there and he didn't tell her how beautiful she was and that he appreciated her for who she is. You got to wear tight clothes. You got to sit there and make yourself alluring to the eye. And when a man sees you and he says what he says, or in his mind he may want to do what he wants to do, and it may be offensive, what do you expect? What do you think will happen? Same thing goes for men. They want to expose their bodies. They want to show you how big their muscles are. The genital area, they want to let you know how bulging or how big his penis may be. Yet, what are you saying? You know, it's sad because we don't see what's really happening. When you look at the commercials on TV, you don't see an unattractive person trying to merchandise something. You don't see that. You don't see an unattractive person trying to market a merchandise that they're on their advertising. 9 times out of 10, they're barely clothed. So if you actually pay attention, what are they selling? Are they selling you the product, or are they selling you themselves? And ultimately, these people that are doing these advertisements, they're selling their soul out for whatever money these people are offering them. Why do I say this? When Adam and Hawa, which many of you know as Eve, and Adam, which many of you know as Adam, when they disobeyed the Most High and allowed sin to affect the human race, when they disobeyed, the Most High slaughtered an animal. But what was the very thing that they was ashamed of? That they were naked. He asked, who told you that you were naked? You ate of something I told you not to eat of, didn't you? And they started pointing fingers about the blame game, and no, that's neither here or there, but that's very important. But he slaughtered an animal, he shed the blood of an animal, and clothed them from head to toe. He clothed them from head to toe with the animal skin. Why did he do that? Because in his flesh is where sin dwells. And that's why they use it as a tactic to allure, because it's the lust of the eye, the lust of the flesh, and the pride of life that Shaitan uses. And we sit here and we fall victim to it all the time. And you're quick to point the finger and blame a person when you go through certain things. Why are we not comfortable being ourselves? Why are we in a situation where we don't value life as a people? And I'm speaking to bronze and Gentile alike. And why don't we understand that you are here for a reason? You are here for a reason. I really ask those of you that watch this and listen to this, hopefully you listen to the whole thing, is that you really look at your surroundings. Pay attention to what is going on. Pay attention to it. That's all I ask. Because if you really pay attention, you can see. Hopefully you have an eye to see. Who is raising our children today? Is it the parents or is it technology? Nowadays they got laptops for children to do schoolwork on. I never seen a laptop when I was in school. Technology is raising our children. You can't even really see. It's hard to see children outside, you know, playing hide and seek, double dutch, hopscotch, jacks, you know, drawing big things of tic-tac-toe on the ground with chalk, running around chasing water fights. Just the stuff we did when we were younger. You don't see that much anymore. Electronics are raising the children. They know more about a video game than they can tell you about an educational book, or even tell you about the book that the Most High has given us to read to learn the basic ways of living for Him. So, we fall victim to allowing our children to be raised improperly. And we wonder why they advance so fast. Because that phone, that computer, those video games, they're teaching them. And we're sitting back, whatever it may be that we're doing, it's definitely not being productive for the child. And some people are, but I understand it though. I understand that a lot of us don't know how to be, how to do, what to do, when to do it, why not to do it. A lot of us don't. But, I don't claim to have all the answers. Nor will I ever claim to have all the answers. I'm ever learning, ever researching, ever striving to know the truth and to live in the truth. But when you have been open and spiritually inclined, and the Most High has given you the ability to see things that the average mind does not see, it's a little disturbing because you start seeing stuff you really don't want to see. You start seeing things that hurt you because you care for people. I never thought in my younger years that I would care for people as much as I do today. People I don't even know. People I never seen. I may just see them one time, but I care about them. I never thought I would be that way. I never thought that I would speak like I speak today. I was a very destructive person, very violent, sold drugs to whoever I could possibly sell them to. Thought I was real discreet and secretive. Grew up doing all kind of things under the sun. Every chance I turned around, I'm trying to look for them girls that are like I'm describing, want to reveal themselves, so I can go ahead and drop my pickle off in them and go about my business and act like I never knew them. Then as I got older and seen them again, I didn't even know who they were. It's sad because we don't understand what we're doing to ourselves. But nobody really wants to man up and say, I'm wrong. I made mistakes. I made bad decisions. No, it's the police, and no, it's the white man. No, I had no choice. I don't know. You have a choice every day. You made a choice to do the wrong thing. So how didn't you have a choice? It's a lot of excuses, but nobody wants to, quote unquote, man up and say, you know what? I messed up. You know what? I made a bad decision. You know what? How can I fix this? Or how can I do it better the next time? Not how can I be a better criminal? How can I be a better manipulator? Not reading books that's going to tell you how to get over on people. And that's what these self-help books do. Oh, help yourself. If you can help yourself, I really challenge you, if you do, show me the best way you can help yourself. And as soon as something presents itself, that you don't do it anymore. You don't do it anymore. And then I won't even say that ever again. You know, when you don't have a desire to be violent, when you don't have a desire to drink, smoke, when you've been doing this most of your life, and you don't even like the smell of it, you don't even like to be around it, and you don't even like to hang with people that do those things. You tell me how that's being able to change yourself. Because when I tried to do it on my own, I didn't get it accomplished. It stopped for a little while. It lasted for a little while. And then something presented itself, whether it was hardship, whether it was, the atmosphere I was in, and fell straight back into the trap. The average person that's, may stop drinking, they may start smoking more. Or they might stop smoking and start drinking more. You substitute your problem. Basically, you mask it. Just like when women get in front of that mirror and put makeup on, they mask who they really are. Why do you need makeup? True beauty is within, not without. You're beautiful who you are. Whether you think you're attractive or whether you think you need a man's approval to show that you are worthy of beauty. And just because a man can lay with a woman or a female, a little girl, whatever you want to call it, that doesn't make him a man. That doesn't validate his manhood. We were created as sexual beings to attract the opposite sex. It's demons that entice people to be homosexuals. It's demons that override a person's life and influence them to do wicked things. Just like when you out there partaking in the street life and living corrupt, that's not really something that you have came up with the idea to do. It's something whispering in your ear. And a lot of you may think I'm crazy or just talking. I'm being real with you. It's a demon. It's a straight up demon. You can think I'm joking or playing. There's demons all around you. Everywhere you go, there's demons. Everywhere you go, there's demons. Everywhere. But there's also righteous messengers. And they protect those that walk with the Most High. That's what they do. They protect those that walk with the Most High. That's their assignments. So it's very interesting because a lot of us, and I'm including myself, miss a lot that the Most High is doing in life, period. Just the way He's moving, the way He's bringing judgment, you miss the small things. Everybody wants a big bang, like a big explosion, so they can say, oh, there it goes right there. That's Him. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that. He says He speaks in a soft, still voice. You got to be sitting still to hear Him. Got to be sitting still to hear Him. If you're not sitting still, you're not going to hear Him. Nor are you going to see what He's doing. Nor will you see what He's doing. Hopefully I gave somebody encouragement today, some strength to go forward. I love you in the name of Yahushua HaMashiach. I give all praise to Him because He's worthy. Yahuwah is worthy. Yes, He is. And I just encourage y'all to continue to do what the Most High set forth in this earth. Get to know Him. Cry out to Him. Realize your brokenness. And allow Him to deal with you and meet you right there in your brokenness. Because He can fix you then. He knows that you're broken. He wants you to know that you're broken. It's not about Him. It's about you knowing it. He can meet you right there. Right there in that place. and deal with you right there and reveal himself to you. Ask him to reveal himself to you. That's all you gotta do. It's not hard. But you gotta want it. Just like you want that weed when you're ready to smoke. It's like you want that bottle of liquor when you're ready to drink. Just like you women when you want your nails and your hair's done. When you want that dude to come over and knock you down for a little while. Same thing for a man. When you want to go party and go chase some tail. Whatever it is that you're doing. When you want to go hit the block, make some money. All those destructive habits and negative pathways, you make sure you get it accomplished. I've been there. You go through hoops, hurdles, whatever it may be to get it done. So I encourage you to look at the Most High that way. Really look at him that way. When I was out there living foolish, I did it to the best of my ability. I ain't give it 50%. I ain't give it 92%. I pushed for 1,000. Straight up and down. No matter what it was I was doing. Whether when I was involved in gang activity, when I was living for foolishness, I did it to 1,000. Smart, but I did it to 1,000. How much more can you be for the Most High? The one who created you. The one who gives you breath in your lungs. He fills it up every day so that you can be here and wake up. Because you don't have to wake up. He could just say, you know what? I'll let you finished. You done. You're not living no more. I gave you opportunities. You didn't take advantage of it. I opened up the door. You didn't even want to walk in it. So I'm done dealing with you. I'm done allowing you to be destructive. Your time is up. What you do then? What do you do then? How do you handle yourself then? Do you give up? Do you go forth? What do you do? So I just encourage you, man, find out what's important in life. What's more important in life? Living for this flesh or living for the spirit? Because the spirit is always here. The flesh is not. You perish every day. You're deteriorating every day. You get wrinkles, your hair your hair falls out. You get old. Every day is a new day. That's why my motto is one day at a time. Sometimes it's 1 second at a time. So I bless you. Shalom. And all praises be to Yahuwah. May he reach you and meet you right where you are. Tudah.